What up, YouTube? It is your boy, All About The Sneakerz, back with another unboxing and review video for you guys. Now today, as you can tell from the thumbnail as well as the title of the video, that is correct, guys. We're unboxing the Air Jordan 1 Low SE White Sesame. Now this is technically a women's release. However, as you know, they always do the size conversion on these sneakers. They throw the men's sizes on the box. Therefore, I never let it stop me from copping a personal pair of women's Air Jordans for myself. Now there was a point in time where I would not go that route. I mean, if it said women's, hey, it was a women's. But nowadays, guys, you will take L after L after L on something that may even be universal. But since they put a label on it and say women's, you won't touch it. Hey, to each his own. Whatever you guys want to do with your money or your kicks, that's your business. However, for me, I cop the women's releases as long as it appears to be a universal release. Now, if it's completely a women's shoe and you can tell it has flowers or rainbows or unicorns all over it, I'm not copping that for the personal. But if it looks like it can be a men's and a women's shoe, I will pick it up if it is something that I like and I want. And this is no different than that scenario, guys. Had to go ahead and cop this one for the personal. Now, a little bit of a rant before we get too deep into the video. I did order the Air Jordan 1 Mid Sesame, which is the mid version of this shoe. Prior to ordering this sneaker, I did want to cop both, but at the time, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on one for now, and I went after the mid. I was successful at placing my order, and then a day later, canceled by Nike. So I reached out to them to find out why, and they said that the shoe has sold out. So basically, after the order had went through, the sneaker sold out prior to that, but it still let the order go through. It drafted my account, the whole nine, and then I was eventually refunded for the sneaker. So a bit of a rant, guys. If you happen to feel like you got a W on the shoe, until it is actually in your possession, it is not a W, guys. It can easily be an L, and I'm pretty upset about taking an L on that shoe because I did want that one more than this one. However, I was fortunate enough to be able to go out and still snag this one as well a day later at that, in order to bring this unboxing and review to you guys and to have something cool in the collection. But again, for the reference, guys, if you do purchase a sneaker online and it tells you the order has been confirmed, your order has been placed, until that shoe actually is shipped and makes it to you in your hands, it is not a W. So be careful if you're going and posting on social media your Gothams, your W's, whatever. Until the shoe is actually in your possession, it can be a big letdown. Just wanted to throw that out there. However, guys, if you're new to the channel or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, guys, so I got this one directly off the Nike app. As you can see here, we have the carbon emissions box. However, as you can see, I already busted the box open on this one. I had to go ahead and get a look at the shoe. After my other order was canceled, I was a little bit leery about my sneakers because prior to placing that order on the mid that got canceled, I did order another Air Jordan 1 Low, a men's shoe. That order took forever in the shipping process. It shipped out the very next day after placing the order. I had a couple of friends, you guys know who you are if you're watching the channel right now, they got their shoes probably about 3 or 4 days after purchasing the sneaker. Mine never came in. It got stuck at shipping status, and it basically said awaiting carrier pickup, which the carrier was UPS, and I had no idea why it was taking so long. Reached out to Nike. They said it was COVID related. However, if we ordered the same shoe the same day, the same time, and they got theirs and I didn't get mine, I was a little skeptical about that. So at the end of the day, a week had passed, and I reached out to them again, and they said, well, it's past your estimated delivery date. So all we can really do at this point is either wait it out or give you a refund. I said, you know what, to hell with it. Go ahead, give me a refund. Give me my money back. Just give it back to me. And so the money that I got from the refund on that sneaker, I was able to go after the mid version of this sneaker, which again didn't work out. So I still took that money and incorporated it into this pickup. Long story, I know guys, but I did want to go ahead and state all of this to you guys because things can go wrong with ordering, and it did make me a little bit leery about ordering, and that's why I busted the box open on this one before I can do it in front of the camera, in front of you guys, because I wanted to make sure that I had my shoe, the shoe that I ordered. However, enough rambling about that, let's get into it. All right, so as you can see here, we have the white Air Jordan box, which the women's boxes are typically this white box here, and we get that golden Jumpman on top, smack dab in the center. On the bottom of the box, we get our typical Nike branding in gold, and on one side of the box, we have our size sticker. And the size sticker reads Women's Air Jordan 1 Low SE. Colorway is White Sesame Flash Crimson. This is a women's 11.5, which converts to a men's US size 10, and the suggested retail value is $100 US. All right, let's see what we have under the lid. Flipping the lid up, as you can see, we do have cardboard underneath. We get a lot number right there on the inner lid. Flipping the tissue paper up, as you can see, we get our standard off-white tissue paper with the golden 23s all over it. And let's go ahead and get the shoe out. And there we have it, guys, the Air Jordan 1 Low SE White Sesame. A very, very clean, vibrant summer sneaker in my opinion. Let's go ahead and do a quick 360 on the shoe. All right, so a bit of a letdown, guys. Like I mentioned, this appears to be a summer sneaker in my opinion, which we'll go over here shortly, but I did go after the mid because we are now in the fall season, and the mid appears to have a little bit more of a fallish vibe to it, although it can still go for summer as well. Maybe this one can go for fall, I'm not too sure, but it does appear to have a summer appearance. But let's go ahead and go over it in depth. All right, so starting with our outsole here, we do get this very light blue, which I believe they're calling sight blue on our outsole. Very, very nice in my opinion. This gives it such a significant or unique sort of vibe that just stands out from the rest of the sneaker and the colorway, so I'm digging that a lot. Now on the mid version, it did have this on the upper, and that is one reason why I really wanted the shoe, because you see a lot more of this blue in that version of the shoe. However, this is what we have here, guys, so not bad for the low. I'm digging it a lot. Onto the midsole here, we get our standard Air Jordan 1 white midsole with the white stitching. On up to the upper, as you can see, we have a primarily white upper on the shoe with a bunch of perforated breathable holes. They are different sizes, you can see here on the toe cap and the toe box. We have very small ones on the toe cap, bigger ones on the toe box. We get that same look here on this panel going up to the eye stay, and they're even smaller on this panel than we got on the toe cap. So just a bunch of different breathable holes. We also get some going around the heel of the shoe as well as on the collar. And again, as you can see, just a very different look to how these are punched out all over the entire shoe. Now here in the middle, we do get a sesame Nike swoosh. Very clean, love that color. It almost appears to be gold. So maybe a tannish gold color, which they call sesame, which to me appears to be the sesame seeds or like a sesame bun or something like that. But all of the perforated holes is why I do consider this to be a summer shoe. It is a lot more breathable. I do believe, maybe not, I'm not sure if that goes completely through the shoe for breathability, but I would think it does. Now we do get that flash crimson on our sock liner as well as going around our tongue, as you can see here, which we'll go over here shortly. But I think that is a very nice touch, almost a neon look to the shoe. Very, very clean, and it does contrast well with the white and just gives it more of a summer vibe, but it does blend well with the sesame and the sight blue on the shoe. Just a nice colorway in general for this sneaker, guys. However, that pretty much wraps up the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along onto the medial side of the shoe, we get a very identical look as we got on the lateral side of the shoe. Moving along, taking a look at the shoe from the top down, as you can see, primarily all white over the upper of the shoe once again, as well as we get there on our midsole. Perforation everywhere. We get way more perforation than we get on a standard Air Jordan 1 on our toe box. Flat standard white laces in place, but they appear to be a little bit off-white. It's not the same white as we get on our leather. We get a white nylon tongue, and we also get this little lace tab here where we do get a flash crimson 23 stitch there on that area. Very, very clean. However, I'm not a big fan of when they put 23 on the front of the shoe. I would prefer to not have it, but in this case, it does look good with the tongue. tongue and the sock liner. We also get a stitched Jumpman in that flash crimson color as well. And again, we do get this nylon piping going around the top of the tongue, as you can visibly see from the front of the shoe. Very clean. Going to the rear of the shoe, as you can see more of that sight blue going around our outsole, as well as white going up the midsole. And we also get a flash crimson Air Jordan ball and wing logo right there in the center, and that is embossed in the shoe. Very, very dope. Digging that a lot. Now I think if that area would have been stitched, that would have been dope as well, but I'll take it for what it is, especially for the price point. Onto the interior of the shoe, again, you see that bright crimson, or flash crimson, should I say, going around the sock liner. We also get that on our insole. A little hard to see in there, but we get a white Jumpman inside of there as well. And we also get our cardboard shoe tree, as well as our size tag on the back of the tongue. A little tough to get it to focus, but for those of you who care. And last but not least, onto the outsole of the shoe, again, we do get that sight blue, which appears to be a Carolina blue, powder blue. Not too sure of those different hues, but you get the point, guys. A very light complected color blue on the outsole. Very, very dope in my opinion. Gonna be tough to keep this one clean, but it is what it is, guys. It's a summer shoe again, like I mentioned, not too fallish. I'm digging it a lot. All right, guys, and you just saw right here on All About the Sneakers, the Air Jordan 1 Low SE White Sesame. A very, very clean sneaker in my opinion. Glad to have this one in the collection. Comment below and let me know what you guys think about this sneaker. If you went after this or not, or if you went after the mid version and you were successful at placing your order, or you got these in store. I'm not sure if they dropped anywhere in my local area. I have not seen them, but maybe they dropped in your local area and you picked them up in store. That's very dope. If so, comment below and let me know, guys. I really appreciate it. As you know, I'm always in the comments responding. Now, once again, if you're new to the channel, or if you're not, make sure you smash that like, subscribe, and share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future release videos. Now, if you are looking to pick this sneaker up, guys, it did sell out on Nike. I'm not sure where else it may be online, except for the reseller third-party market, such as StockX and GOAT, and it's not going for too much over retail. So if you do want to pick up a pair, you can go out there if you can't find it anywhere else and get you a pair. But guys, when you do get a chance, head over to IG and follow me at All About The Sneakers, spelled exactly the way it is here on the channel, with the Z on the end instead of an S. I would greatly appreciate it. However, thank you all as always for watching and tuning into the channel to rock with your boy. I really appreciate it, because I rock with you guys as well, 100%. However, that is all I have for you guys on this episode. Until the next episode, keep keeping it all about the sneakers. Once again, it is your boy, All About The Sneakers, signing off. Until the next episode, I will catch you guys later. Salute, I'm out.